Way up to Angela, but I call her Yee. Way up.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee, and look who's back in the house. It's my girl, Lindsey Granger, back again.
Hey, y'all.
I'm glad you stayed an extra day.
I did, just for you.
Today is going to be a fun day. We do have some special guests joining us, and they're getting ready for a big event that's going to be happening in Atlanta at the Curate Event Space, March 23rd, hosted by Chanel Scott. She's going to be here today alongside Dr. Heavenly and Deiondra Sanders. And
ooh, that's going to be a good one.
it's going to be quite entertaining. I saw you went viral yesterday too, Lindsay.
Oh my! Every time I come on here, people, your face, because you have to understand, when I do news, we don't talk about these topics. So this is like so classic when people call in and throw me off.
No, it was the Diddy trying to get pardoned by Trump, allegedly.
Oh, yeah.
That there's speculation.
Yes, because I had a lot to say about that because I broke news. But look, a lawyer told me that. So
yeah, that he's trying to get that.
He's trying to. I didn't say he is getting pardoned. I'm saying he's having early conversations about it.
And I'm sure. Listen, it feels like with the lawyers, their job is to do whatever they can to try to get their client off.
For real. Yeah. And I'm sure they're going to get paid handsomely whether or not it works. So.
All right. Well, let's get this show started off with some love and some positivity. Let's shine a light. When we come back, I want to shine a light on this father-daughter duo that's doing amazing things. But we also want to hear from you. Spread some love. 800-292-5150.
I'ma shine. Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and I'm here with the journalist, my girl, Lindsey Granger.
I love the way you announce me.
I have to.
I love it.
Yeah. Everybody loves you. And I want to shine a light on somebody. It's a father-daughter duo that is on HGTV. They have a new show called Condemned. And this is actually about Detroit homes that are blighted homes that will get a second chance. In this new series, they have 8 one-hour episodes. So property investor and rehabber Kristen Patterson and her father, who is a builder, Pancho Patterson, are going to rescue Detroit's worst houses that are destined to be condemned. And so
you have like an affinity for Detroit and real estate there. So that connection is so beautiful because you talked to me a little bit about it yesterday about why you picked Detroit.
Yeah, I think a lot of those homes, because they are doing a great job as far as rebuilding Detroit. It's affordable for people who have the wherewithal to do the rehab on the homes. And I think it just, the city is looking beautiful. And it still has things that need to get done. So I love the fact that they're going to actually help make that happen. Some of these properties that have been neglected, some of them that will be condemned by the city, some of them that they sell with the land bank for you to fix up yourself. So I'm excited to see it.
And I love seeing what people do with people do with these properties, right? You see I don't have the foresight to look at a dilapidated home and be like, oh, that's going to be, but every time I see it, I'm like, yo.
Amazing. All right. Well, Aaliyah, who do you want to shine a light on?
I want to shine a light on my mother. Oh my gosh, I don't know if this is live on the radio, but she's listening. If it is, and I just want to say that I love her so much. She is so strong. We lost my sister back in 2018, and we started a scholarship in her name.
Wow.
And there's a mental health foundation. Yes, it's called the Tia Ramsor Foundation. It's out in Allentown at two of the high schools. And she is just such a strong woman. I love her so much. And I hope she gets to hear this. She is my superhero, superwoman. She's just so awesome. And I love her, and I just want to shine a light on her so many times.
Well, I've never met her, and I love her. Well, thank you so much for calling. I appreciate it. And shout out to your mom.
Thank you so much.
Oh, man, that was beautiful.
I know. I love people who show the love to their mom because moms do so much for people.
And that she's been through so much and that they set up a scholarship. All right. Well, when we come back, we have your Yee tea, and Billboard did this list of the biggest female artists of the 21st century. Lindsay, you came in here like, what? Who? This person?
Right?
About this person? So we're going to run this list down, some of the people on the list, and we're going to see what you think, what you agree with, what you disagree with. We'll tell you what people are mad about, and we'll give our opinion. It's Way Up.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip,
Talk to me.
Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Talk to
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with Lindsey Granger for your Yee tea.
Let's do it.
Oh my God. So Billboard has put out a list, a ranking of the biggest female artists of the 21st century. I'm going to already say this is a difficult list to put together. It's all different genres, and it's a whole century.
Right. It's a lot to I forgot. Like some of these people, I'm like, okay.
I forgot about this person.
Yeah, like I forgot
I haven't done music in forever. But let's talk about some of the people in the top 10. At number 10 is Alicia Keys.
Well deserved.
Number 9, Miley Cyrus.
Okay.
8, Ariana Grande. Number 7 is Pink. Number 6 is Lady Gaga. Number 5 is Katy Perry. 4 is Adele. 3 is Beyonce. Number 2 is Rihanna. And number 1 is Taylor Swift. So, let us discuss.
My first point is like, I don't want the Swifties. Don't at me. Like, I love Taylor Swift, but I'm just saying, is she bigger than Beyonce and Rihanna? And also, Rihanna hasn't released music in like a large part of the century.
I know. So that was because look, we love Rihanna as a person,
for real,
as an entrepreneur,
icon.
Everybody's begging her to do music again. Beyonce's been still doing her music, going on tour, selling out tours, breaking records there. So that was interesting.
Beyonce shifted the conversation in so many different ways, even now with country and then the Lemonade album. This is all in the century. Like, I just feel like she should have been number 1.
Yeah, so here's the thing, right? But that's the problem with different genres mixing in together. Because Taylor Swift versus Beyonce, it's also kind of like, how do you compare those two completely different genres of music?
And
you know
Taylor
what I mean?
Swift has a crazy international fan base, and not that Beyonce doesn't. I just know that, like, people, when I just looked at the numbers of the tour, like, and I go off facts and information, that's what I do.
Now, let's talk
let's
talk about some of the other people on the list. Mariah Carey's number 12. A lot of people were like, no Mariah in the top 10.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nicki Minaj is number 16. So as far as the hip hop, she's the highest one on there for hip hop artists. Followed by Destiny's Child at 17, SZA at number 18.
I was surprised that Janet Jackson was all the way at number 41.
I know, but
like,
she hasn't done music in a while either. But
when she did do music in the century,
I love some Janet.
Yeah,
and
like
when
what?
she goes on tour, I went to see Essence Fest.
Before Janet is Cardi B, Fergie. Again, love them both. Before Janet,
is Gwen Stefani on here? I didn't see Gwen Stefani don't see her.
And
on
Whitney
here.
Houston is 69.
Wow. See, that's what I'm saying. And lists like this are really hard because how do you then navigate? Lizzo's number 42 on the list. She was just up here the other day. It's just Lorde is on the list at number 44. That's,
Yeah, like it's too much. You got to just narrow it down.
But congratulations to everybody who even made it on the list because, yeah, it is what it is. And look, later on, we're going to talk about Carrie Hilson because she recently did an interview and was talking about her return to music.
We all haven't heard from her in forever.
Yeah. I mean, she's been acting. She's been doing different things. But in the meantime, when we come back, let's talk about last night and what we had going on last night. Oh, here's some Tims. I don't see her on this list either. But here's Free Mind. It's way up.
So, about last night. Here's how it went down.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with my girl, Lindsay Granger, and it's time for About Last Night. What were you doing last night?
I was with this baby, running my life, this 3-year-old.
That's your baby.
Yeah, my baby, this baby.
This YN.
I was with this random baby. Baby's laying like T-shaped, so I had nowhere to sleep. This is my crazy baby. She runs my life.
Well, yeah, let me tell you something. When I tell you I was exhausted yesterday, so I was up here working all day, and you're going to hear one of these interviews shortly that we did regarding relationships. It's hilarious. Shout out to Dr. Heavenly, Deiondra Sanders, and Chanel Scott. They're going to be joining us shortly. But I finally had a chance to make it home at a decent time.
Get some rest.
And the goal is always to get some rest, but the way I am, when something comes in the mail, I had been waiting. I ordered these shoe racks in January.
I know you didn't put them together.
And they just showed up, and I definitely was putting together shoe racks yesterday. Because you know how you have stuff in the house that you're determined to like clean up and put away, but you can't because you don't have the proper storage, and you order something you think it's about to come right away, but then it takes forever. I am the type of person, like, for feng shui purposes, you know how they say the entryway of your house has to be clear?
Yes.
Like there's all these things about like your bed should be facing this way in the room, the symmetry. I'm like very OCD about certain things. And so I couldn't.
Shoes all over the place.
They're not all over the place. I did have them like, I actually bought a bin to just throw them in until the shoe racks came. And then I was like, I'll use the bin for something else. But I'm really neurotic about things like that. And so I had them there. I could not wait for these. And they finally came. So I did put them
putting
together.
together a shoe rack is like a whole task. Like a whole task for like a task rabbit.
It is. I was like, where's my screwdriver? Listen, I was like, I should sign up and be on TaskRabbit.
For real, because I would never. That thing is just going up whenever it goes up.
Yeah, you should see how long it takes. And I also take pride in doing things myself. Like, I'm like, I don't need any help. But yeah, so I was
And I know
doing
your
that
man was
yesterday.
probably like, can I just screw this together and be done with this?
Yeah, he did one. And I was like, I'm good. I got it. All right, go ahead. All right, well, we want to hear from you guys also. Something else that we were talking about is scrolling through the gram. You know, I love Yandy and Mandisi, but people are accusing Mandisi of using AI to write this birthday message that he wrote to Yandy online. And I feel like people are using AI for a lot of things, though. So I don't know that it's necessarily the worst thing, but people are using AI for, like, you know, job applications, for writing articles. We were talking about it behind the scenes up here. And am I allowed to say this? My producer Dan is getting married. And when I was like, yeah, look, they're accusing Mandisi of using AI to write this birthday message to Yandy. And he said, well, what'd you say, Dan?
I can't believe I'm admitting this. I said that I was thinking about using AI to help me write my vows. Really just like get the ball rolling, because I don't like, what does the structure look like? What's the layout look like? And then obviously I'm going to put my own sauce on it, edit it, make it sound like it's me, but I wouldn't even know where to start with doing something like that.
Well, we want to hear from you guys, all right? It's not a bad thing if you're going to put your own sauce. It can't be a copy-paste situation. But we want to hear from you, 1-800-292-5150. Would you be offended if the person you're with actually wrote a message to you, wrote your vows, or whatever it is, using AI? Or would you not care? 800-292-5150. Call us up. Is that cheating? Using AI to write a
I just don't
heartfelt
want to see
message?
you using all these profound words that you don't talk with. That's
Right.
just like,
Throw in some bro.
yeah, like, hey.
800-292-5150. Call us up. Let us know what you think.
Or Way Up with Angela Yee on now. You know who it is. You know who it is.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with my girl, Lindsay Granger.
Hey, y'all.
And we are talking about AI. Now, we were talking about Mandisi. People are saying that he used ChatGPT to write a birthday message to Yandy, and it has quotes and everything around it. So they're like,
We
he didn't.
forgot to delete the quotes.
And it says, happy birthday. Wow, 20 years of knowing you and 10 years of marriage. We've created a wonderful life together while raising our incredible children and facing life's challenges. Our bond has only strengthened. You are my foundation, my companion, and my closest friend. You've been my prize, my greatest achievement, so on and so forth. And, you know, while we were talking about this, our producer Dan then revealed something to us. Dan?
I have considered using AI to help write my vows.
He's so nervous to tell us.
He
I
might
know.
rewind that decision after this conversation.
I plan on it. Yeah.
Well, you know, the question is then, is that something that's not heartfelt when you use AI or ChatGPT or whatever to help write a heartfelt message? Now, Lindsay, I want to thank you for being here for the past 3 days.
Thank you.
And I have a message for you. Here it is.
Dear Lindsay, I wanted to say a big thank you for all your hard work on Project Name
Oops.
or whatever you're thanking her for. Your efforts really made a difference, and I appreciate everything you did. Thanks again. Your name.
Oh, ooh, I got to
girl.
tweak that.
You know what I mean? A natural thing would have been like, Lindsay, thank you for coming, girl. Yeah, like, what?
But that was nice. Now, if I sent you that message, right, because they also wrote it out for me, and I, you know, inserted Way Up with Angela Yee, and, you know, thank you, Angela, you would be like, oh, that is so nice.
I would think it was very genuine, and I would think our relationship scaled back to very formal. Unless you
it
just
sounded
text
too
me like,
formal?
hey, girl. Yeah, I think I would be like,
I
okay.
could tweak it. I'll just put hey girl at the beginning.
There you go. And then I'll be
And
like,
then that's
oh,
it.
you're totally welcome. Yeah.
And then peace out at the end.
Yeah, put a little emoji, something.
All right. Well, Yasmin, what are your thoughts about using AI to write a heartfelt message?
I feel like it's a bit lazy from the person's perspective. If you got down on your knee because you know I am the one, now it's time for you to tell me why in front of the world, pretty much.
So the whole message is in the trash if somebody uses AI for any part. You just want to know raw thoughts, even if it's not the best.
Correct.
What if it's just like, you know, you get a little start, but you tweak it to make it your own?
You still use the computer.
Yo. Any words that don't sound like your
At the end
man,
of
you're
the
not
day,
accepted.
you
She's
still
so bad.
use- Correct. You're still used to computer, and it's hard to be open. But even if you miss some words, your English is not good like me. It's okay because at the end of the day,
It's the
she
thought
knows
that
it came
counts.
from you, not from a computer.
Never mind that I'm going to send it to my friends and we're going to laugh like, you use there instead of there. No, I'm kidding. All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day.
Tyrell, what's up?
Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm really good.
So what do you think about using AI to write a heartfelt message?
I don't have a problem with it. I think it's important to use it as a guide and not using it word for word, bar for bar, because that can be really corny and inauthentic. But yeah, definitely, using it to spice things up. I don't have a problem with that at all.
All right.
I agree. AI does get a little corny. Like when I see people's captions talking about, beyond the reef and the wind, I'm like, hey, yo.
Yeah, like
just tell me
enough.
what you're saying. Like the Maldives was nice. I don't know.
Yeah, because people do be using that
Yo,
for
it'd be
captions.
too profound.
And
It's
it'd be
just
like,
Instagram.
You're like, oh my God, bro, with the ridiculous caption. All right, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Tony.
How you doing?
What do you think about using AI to write a heartfelt message?
I think it's a bad thing. I'm a photographer, and I photograph weddings where they've written their own vows, and you write them on your own, then you can be held accountable for that. If AI writes it, then sometimes you'll try to use it as an outing and it'll come back to bite you.
Okay.
So
So
I
as somebody
think
who's
that a person
witnessed
should
both sides of this, you're like, write your own.
write your own, yeah.
He's like, when
Because
it sounds
if you get
too
the right
profound.
partner, they're going to hold you to whatever, you say. And
You're like, man, you failed English and you wrote this?
Or you better say what you mean. AI might mean something you don't mean.
All right.
I'm
Thank
telling you.
Thank you for calling.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Let me finish tweaking this. All right. Well, anyway, you guys can always still leave a message, 800-292-5150, letting us know what you think about AI and using that for a heartfelt message. And when we come back, we have your Yeetie. And let's talk about this $6.1 billion sale that has set a new record. We'll tell you what was purchased and by whom.
It was me.
Oh, girl, what we doing later?
Yeah.
We got to celebrate. It's way up.
Get up off this spot. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that yee tea.
Come and get the tea.
It's way up at Angela Yee. I'm here. My girl Lindsay Granger's here.
What's going on?
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Well, let's do some breaking news. Breaking news. The Boston Celtics has new ownership. The team has been sold to Bill Chisholm. Do you know who he is? For $6.1 billion. That's the largest sale of a sports franchise in North America. So that's definitely setting records.
Like, I need to just figure out what Bill Chisholm's business life plan is so I can emulate it exactly.
Well, he's in private equity. He co-founded Symphony Technology Group. And it's a private equity firm that invests in and builds leading software and software-enabled technology services companies, focusing on the mid-market and partnering with management teams. He went to Dartmouth. He grew up in Georgetown, Massachusetts, and he's a longtime Celtics fan.
Oh, dope. You know what? I thought the Washington Commanders was a huge sale. That was like $6.5 billion to a group of people in July 2023. But this man just obviously took the cake.
Yeah.
Because $500 million is a bunch of money.
He bought the cake.
Yeah.
He didn't just take it, right? All right. Now let's get into some Kanye West stories. I was really trying to avoid this
But he's the gift
because
that
he's
kept on
really
giving.
said some awful things about children, about other people. But firstly, Diddy did not know that the jailhouse call that Kanye put out had been recorded for the public to hear. He thought he was just having a conversation with a friend, according to sources.
I would just assume talking to Kanye is always going to be turning out as a disaster at this point, whether you're on Diddy's team as his lawyer or anybody else. You don't know what he's going to do. I mean, he spent time with Jim Jones like last week.
And then next thing you know,
cursed him out on Twitter the next
like
day.
what just happened? Jim
Right.
Jones was praising him. He also posted, "I'm in pain that no one person can fix the betrayal." Virgil, John Legend. He went on and on about all of this. Kim, Trav, Cardi. Playboy Cardi, that is.
Yeah.
Big Sean, Jay-Z, Ty Tyler, Dirk Common, Cuddy, Pusha, Don, just a whole bunch of people. The black community, and of course the Jews, he said. My own kids, my own family. And truthfully, Kim Kardashian, Northwest was visiting with Kanye, but then she found out that Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan Tate would be there too. She was tipped off that they were on the way, so she had her child removed from his care after security told her that they would be there. She does not want her kids around them.
And all the beef with Kim Kardashian taking his kids away, like, I understand a father's role in a kid's life and why they need to be there. But Tate and his brother Tristan, they just were in Romania and just left on a travel ban that was lifted because they're facing charges on human trafficking.
Right.
So, like, why would you ever want any of your kids around somebody like that who also is accused with rape charges?
And, Kanye posted the Kardashians are sex workers and they sex traffic all of the black children they strategically produce. And then he said, Kim Kardashian is a sex trafficker. I don't like that Twigs has my daughter in her video dressing all grown. I would have expected more from Twigs.
Yeah, it's
I
like
mean,
the
this
pot
is
calling the kettle
ridiculous.
black. Yeah, this is crazy.
And then, you know, he talks about his issues with Jay-Z, said some awful things about Beyonce and Jay-Z's children. And I do want to say that Tina Knowles responded.
As she does.
She addressed it. She put, corny joke time. It's hard to remain positive and classy in the face of ignorance and evil. And here's what she said.
What happens when a snowman throws a tantrum? He has a meltdown.
And there you have it. But Kim is worried about the long-term impact that Kanye's social media meltdowns will have on their children. They said she is devastated, according to sources on TMZ, and she's worried about Kanye's action and how they will impact those 4 children.
I mean, how could you not be? You go from admiring your dad to like possibly getting ridiculed the rest of your life for what your dad's doing.
And it's a dangerous situation, potentially. Well, that is your UT. When we come back, Under the Radar, the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines, they're flying under the radar, but you need to know about them. And here's 21 questions for you right now from Fitty.
This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Lindsey Granger's here.
Hey, y'all.
Ready for these Under the Radar stories?
Let's do it.
All right. Well, the Los Angeles Sparks are talking about the details of their upcoming male practice player tryouts. They want to put guys through a background check. I would think they would do that anyway, no?
I don't know how that wasn't on the table.
For most jobs. Now, a team spokesperson told TMZ Sports they've used male practice squad players since they started in 1997. So here is what they said.
I guess my confession is I'm really icked out by the potential new practice players. And usually we use like USC college guys that also like do it for the women's team at USC.
Okay.
And all the comments are like, let Cameron Brink back me down, like, or something about Rukia or something about Kelsey. And now I'm just like, preferably they're gay.
So that was Cameron Brink speaking on that and clarifying the details of these male practice player tryouts.
I understand why she was concerned. Like, nobody in this big organization thought we need to make sure that it's not some online weirdos trying to, shoot their shot at me and not practice actual basketball.
Yeah. I mean, no matter what, I think at any job you want to make sure, that people are vetted out.
Your employee
should
have been confident.
We don't need nobody up here that doesn't get a background check, right?
Right.
All right. And I saw this story a couple of days ago. They said there is a patient that has been cured of sickle cell. Sebastian Bozil, a 21-year-old, is the first patient from New York to be cured using a groundbreaking gene therapy. So, I think that's big news because sickle cell definitely affects our community more than any other.
Right.
And
you learn about all these health issues that affect our community, and always what I hear is underfunding. Underfunding is the reason why people don't have any solutions. And to hear that we're finding real answers and solutions is a beautiful breakthrough for so many diseases.
Yes, groundbreaking. So we'll keep you guys updated on what's going on with that. All right. Well, that is your Under the Radar. Now, we do have some special guests joining us later today. You're going to enjoy this, Lindsay, so much. Our Relationship Matters. They have an event that they're doing in Atlanta, March 23rd at the Curate Event Space. This is going to be hosted by Chanel Scott. She'll be joining us shortly, alongside Deiondra Sanders and Dr. Heavenly. And when I tell you this whole conversation is a hoot, I mean, when you listen to it, you'll see. And I see all these stories about what's going on with Married to Medicine. Do you watch Married to Medicine?
I started watching it because, I started watching so many shows because of you. So I started watching it, but I need to catch all the way up. So when I come back, I'll tell you what I fully think.
All right. Well, we also have the Way Up mix for you guys at the top of the hour. It's a Thursday. Let's party it up. It's Way Up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way Up.
All right, it's Way Up. Lindsey Granger is here with me.
I am.
Let's get into some Yee Tea. Let's talk about these streets in Miami's Liberty City neighborhood. They are actually going to get co-named in honor of iconic songs and artists who are from that area.
I love that.
Yes, the county commission there approved this item that was put forth by District 3 Commissioner Keon Hardiman. And so some of the names are going to be What's My Name Street, City Girl Street, Soul Tie Street, Post and Delete, Chase This Money Street, Born and Raised Street. I mean, it's I Love My Dog Street.
Trina got to have one, right?
The Baddest.
Oh.
Still the Baddest Street.
I love that.
Is the name of the street. So yes, pretty cool. So to be considered under the resolution, artists have to have achieved significant chart success, such as being placed on the Billboard Top 100 and Billboard 200.
That's dope. Paying homage while people are still here to embrace it.
Yeah, it's Betty Wright, Trick Daddy, Trina, Flo Rida, Rick Ross, Pitbull, people like that. All right, now 2 Chainz recently posted a video on social media.
Story's so crazy.
Yes, the woman who worked at one of his companies is accused of stealing things like TVs, sofas, other furniture. Here's what he posted.
For a girl that was working in there for me, with me, Dom, to go back in there and steal all the stuff out of there, the TVs, the sofas, I'm going to be able to get it. And I ain't going to press charge. I ain't going to do nothing. But I just want you to see this and feel this.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Why do you think you can just do that and get away with it?
And I think, like, are you not thinking past, like, this evening? Like, this camera? Like, even if he doesn't press charges, like, if anybody saw your reports that you were stealing and now that he posted this online, like, you could be in trouble. What's your life about?
I wonder if I would press charges. I
feel like I would.
Okay. Eminem's, one of his former employees, has been arrested and charged with stealing and selling unreleased music from him. 46-year-old Joseph Strange has been hit with federal charges of criminal infringement of a copyright and interstate transportation of stolen goods. They were leaked songs that were never meant for public consumption. He worked with Eminem from 2007 to 2021. He was one of only 4 people with access to the drives, and he sold them to an Ontario-based buyer known as Doja Rat for $50,000 in Bitcoin.
You think you know people that you work with, or like, what is that?
Listen, Doja Rat. Money Long talked about her experience doing the iHeartRadio Music Awards, where she paid tribute to Mariah Carey. She's saying, "We belong together."
People were on her like, that ain't no Mariah voice.
How did I sound? Well, here's what she had to say, because, you know, it's not easy to sing a Mariah Carey song, and she acknowledged that.
You thought I chose to get on TV and sing a Mariah Carey song? Nobody can sing Mariah songs like Mariah. She asked me to do it, and of course I said yes. Because why would I ever say no? I did my best, and that's all I can do.
All right, so people were trying to say that Mariah was shady about it, but she posted, "So beyond grateful for these 2 gorgeous, uber-talented, kind, incredible musicians who made my heart so full of joy with their tribute performances at the iHeartRadio Awards. I love and appreciate you so much." That was Tori Kelly and Money Long that she tagged in the picture.
People will see somebody's face at an award show or anywhere and just write a whole novel about what they're thinking.
Sometimes your face just be resting.
Yeah, it could be anything. See, they cleared it up, so everybody's wrong.
Well, I love me some Money Long, so can't nobody say anything bad about her. And when we come back, we have Ask Yee, 800-292-5150. Call us up. Any question you have, me and Lindsay are here to help. In the meantime, we're going to do this challenge right now. Chris Brown, Residuals, is way up.
Hey, everybody, whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts.
All you should know.
This is Ask Yee.
What's up is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with Lindsay Granger. I'm ready for your reactions. You got the Mariah Carey face. It's time for Ask Yee, 800-292-5150. Jay is on the line.
Hey, Jay.
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I just want to know your opinion. So basically, I've been with my girl about 20 years. We've been married about 7. I have a 15-year-old daughter. Basically, I was an over-the-road truck driver for like the last 4 years. I started my own business, and it's just been really bad situation. And I got off the road, just staying local, and I still provide. We're really like roommates, and I've been staying through, for my daughter since she's 15. I just wanted to hear your thoughts.
Have you guys already tried therapy?
I'm down for it, but it definitely won't happen on the other side. So what happened was she hit me up a few years ago about wanting another kid, and I don't. And after that, it's just been downhill.
As a child of parents who I could tell were not into each other, I definitely sense that. And I used to wish that my parents would be like, go do something, live your life. Because that's what you want, right? A kid wants their parents to be happy, even if it's not together. Y'all already have raised her to the age of 15. Where she's old enough that she knows both her parents love her. But do you feel like the relationship is salvageable, or do you feel like it's just past that?
I don't know. Like, we're on a tight budget right now because I'm running a business, and it's just been like terrible at home. And I try to keep it mature, but honestly, kind of sucks going home.
Finances can add a lot of stress
I was gonna say that.
To
Money
a relationship.
Takes a big toll on relationships, and also you got to think about relationships and people who've been together as long as you guys have ebb and flows. So are you guys just in one of those valleys in the relationship, or is this just like we completely disagree about the kids and there's no resolution here? And if that's the case, you might be doing your daughter or son a disservice by just staying together for them. When Angela just told that experience of seeing your parents in that state.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. I don't want no more kids. I don't want to be raising kids until I'm 60. I'm 45 right now, so.
Right. And you don't want to prevent her from what she wants too. Like, she could find a person that will actually give her, she can have more kids with them, and that's not what you want. It feels like you guys also, your goals as far as what you want aren't aligned. The finances are putting a strain on the relationship. I think it's time for y'all to have a real serious conversation, and if you need to bring in an expert, like Lindsay said, somebody that can kind of help you guys navigate how can we either work on this or figure out how can we co-parent effectively. You guys need to figure that out, but without y'all talking to each other, that's not going to just go away until you guys are really open and honest with each other, and maybe that somebody is going to have to come and be the mediator in that situation.
Makes sense. I appreciate you guys.
We're rooting for y'all.
All right, thanks. Good luck. Have a good day, you guys. Appreciate
All right, you too. Take care. All right, well, that was Ask Yee, 800-292-5150. If you couldn't get through, leave a message. We'll answer your question that way. And when we come back, relationships matter. This is a conversation that's going to be hosted by Chanel Scott, featuring Dr. Heavenly and Deiondra Sanders in Atlanta at Curate March 23rd. But they're going to be up here when we come back to discuss all things relationships, and it gets quite entertaining. You're going to love it. It's Way Up.
Look.
Yeah, what's happening?
You want to know my name? Way Up with Angela Yee.
Turn me on.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. And this is what I love talking about. Relationships. Okay. Yes. We got Deiondra Sanders here. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
And joining us, Dr. Heavenly is back again.
Hey.
And we have Chanel Scott here, who is the mastermind of this whole event that you guys are doing.
Absolutely. Yes. We're having candid conversations about relationships, and it's centered on a card game that I just released, Navigating Past Pain and Trauma, and conversation starters on sex and relationships for couples.
And Deiondra, I want to ask you, how are you feeling? Because I know the babies here are adorable.
Thank you.
But I know you've talked about postpartum. You've been really open about that. So how are you feeling like today? Is it a day-by-day thing?
It's a day-to-day thing, but I will say I've had a lot more better days now, and I just pray every day now and just take it one day at a time to just, be the best version I can for Snow.
Now you have the ring on.
Yes.
Nice ring. Big ring.
So you're not single?
It's in God's hands.
She got a pretty ring.
We just making it do what it do and trying to figure it out.
We're all for that. And I know that sometimes things happen. It gets public. It gets blown out. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes, in people's lives. Right now, from Relationships Matter, we have Chanel Scott, Dr. Heavenly, and Deiondra Sanders. Now, Deiondra, you also said the truth shall set you free. What did you mean when you posted that?
And she wrong about that. The truth shall not set you free. A lot of you don't need to say. A lot of stuff you need to keep to yourself. Things that happen, you ain't got to. I'm teaching her though. She gonna be all right. What I'm saying is she got the support. So you do not tell a man everything. He don't need to know the truth about everything. And sometimes you got to straight up lie. Ooh. That's true too.
What do you think about that?
I agree.
Straight up lie sometimes?
Sometimes.
No, you know what? Not necessarily lie, but just withhold the truth. Let's change the terminology.
Okay, I think that's my biggest problem. I'm too honest.
Timing is everything.
Okay, too. That's a fact.
And if it doesn't edify the relationship, then you don't need to tell them.
You're like, is this the biggest you? I don't think we should answer that. I don't know if you want to know the answer. What is it okay to lie about?
A lot of listen. Anything that you know is gonna be an argument, just refrain from the conversation or lie. Like everybody say, no, communication is key. No.
Because this is one thing. Men like to ask you how many bodies you got.
Well, I tell the truth too much.
Probably why I'm here. I am now.
I would just say
I'm
2.
You
just say 2.
No, my name is my first, my last, and my only. I've been telling that lie for years. That's it. So, it's okay to lie. It's okay.
I don't think you should ever ask somebody, like, how many bodies have you had?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Some people don't count.
Exactly. If you ain't getting nothing out of it, it don't count.
Don't want to know.
But men want to know. As a woman, I'm like, I already assume that you have your fair share, but men ask that crazy question.
Really?
It doesn't edify. Yeah, I've had that asked to me.
I've had that asked before.
Yeah. What did you say when somebody asked you that? What'd you say?
I mean, I told you I'm too honest.
I told the truth.
I need to learn how to lie, but I mean, I told the truth.
You got to be like, and then the twins. So that's cool. All right, Dr. Heavenly from Married to Medicine, Deiondra Sanders, and Chanel Scott, relationship expert, are all here. They have a Relationships Matter event happening live in Atlanta on March 23rd. But we are giving y'all a little preview. We have more when we come back. It's Way Up.
Everybody listen. Yeah.
It's what y'all been waiting for.
You're tapped into Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up is Way Up with Angela Yee, and Chanel Scott is here alongside her panelists, Dr. Heavenly and Deiondra Sanders. They have a Relationships Matter event happening March 23rd in Atlanta. It's a live taping. But today we're giving you a preview. Now, Deiondra, how honest are you with your family about when things are happening? Because sometimes we tell people things, but then we stay with somebody and they be like, damn, why did I, now the whole
mean
family.
The contestant, what she did? Just playing. I had to throw a little mess in it. Baby, I had to throw a little mess in it.
I don't really tell my family much stuff when it happens, but I mean, stuff is always online, so they see it anyways. We're very close, but we all have our own lives. So if I want to talk about it, then they'll be there to listen and give me advice or talk to me about how they feel. But if I don't bring it up, then they don't bring it up either. They just,
They'll be like on your time.
Online. You keep referencing stuff. And
no, I'm just saying from when people said I was like spazzing and crashing out, all that crazy stuff.
Listen, there was an issue with Jacquees doing the album with Dej Loaf, and then he was like, "You can't be on set." They have a child together.
I don't know nothing.
The baby's right here. Baby's right here. Jacquees did lip service, and he spoke so highly of you, and then shortly after, things kind of went left.
Yeah.
I do think it's strange to be like, she can't be on set while we're doing a video if you guys are together. And I also see the side of, well, it's a business thing.
Well, why does she have to be comfortable? Why are you uncomfortable is the question.
Because he's a rap artist. I don't even know who Jacquees is, but if he's a rap
I'm talking about the young lady that he's doing the project
Loaf,
with. Why is she so uncomfortable with his fiance? Like, I feel like, and there's rumors that there was something going on between them years ago.
You gonna be with Jacquez?
She likes him.
Jacquez. It's sex, drugs, and rock and roll. We already know what it is. When she get with him, she know what it is.
You are so
get
funny.
with a ball player, so you know what it is. So you need to stay down and get in your lane and let Jacquez do what he do.
Dr. Heavenly is crazy.
I mean,
but I'm telling the truth.
But then I also think that having just had a baby and going through postpartum,
so you think elevated.
But no,
I don't even know.
I don't think he's not unfaithful. That wasn't.
I don't think.
Yeah, that wasn't the.
I'm not offending anybody. I just I don't know him. I'm just saying he's a rapper.
We like that.
He's a rapper, right?
He's a singer.
Singer.
Yeah.
Rapper. Dej Loaf is a rapper.
She's a rapper, singer. She's a rapper, but she's got a melodic tone to her. Okay. So, but it is tough when things play out online,
right?
And,
for sure.
Period. And everybody's weighing in, and then, like you said, they made it look like he was crashing out. But that's when the conversation about postpartum depression comes up.
I wouldn't really say it was a crash out. I think it's the fact that people are just now starting to get to know me. So it's not that, I'm crashing out. It's like, I'm speaking up, and y'all are finally just getting to see the type of person that I am.
Especially with him sitting beside Dej Loaf, I wanted him to just defend. Like, it's a way to make sure she's comfortable and defend her as well.
Dr. Heavenly, I don't know who this is. I heard the names before clearly. Yeah. I don't know the song, and I couldn't tell you when she slapped me.
But you know what? I think you're talking about defending your woman, and that is also something on Married to Medicine.
You defend your woman at all costs.
So that's
okay. That's what I feel as well.
Now I see the problem.
That's why.
Because you could sleep with her, but you need to defend me if you sit next to her.
Right? You don't want to make her feel
right. You can sleep with right, but defend me when it's all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No matter what I did, you better be on my team.
Normally, when we come back, we would have last word, but because this conversation is so juicy and kind of funny, we have more with Dr. Heavenly, Deiondra Sanders, and Chanel Scott. When we come back, it's Way Up.
Yeah. Let's go.
Turn me up.
Here we go again.
This is Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up is Way Up with Angela Yee. Usually this is where you guys have the last word, but today we're going to let relationship expert Chanel Scott and Dr. Heavenly from Married to Medicine alongside Deiondra Sanders have the last word. Here's some more with them. This happened on Married to Medicine with King and Dr. G. And pressing charges against him, because in the episode, King is defending Quad. And in that defense, it does get physical. It
did not get physical.
It didn't. It cut off like it did.
It did not.
Okay.
But there were words and he said some derogatory things about Quad to this man's face, and some of the stuff y'all saw, some of you didn't see.
Okay.
So when you're defending your woman, all bets are off.
Yeah,
I don't care what she said, but to me, she was with the man. She was talking crap because she was drinking and she knew the buttons to push and she knew how to get this man to act up, and she did it.
Right.
But you don't tell her to shut the F up.
But what do you think about Dr. G then pressing charges against Kim?
I think that was a move.
There's so much drama. Y'all got to watch it.
Yeah, it's amazing. And the reunion is explosive.
Anything you have going on.
The reunion has not happened yet, and it's even more. So.
Is Phaedra there?
Absolutely not. She didn't want to face the truth.
Right now from Relationships Matter, we have Chanel Scott, Dr. Heavenly, and Deiondra Sanders. Yeah. Deiondra, do you feel safe and protected now in your situation?
You still
Things
with
happen?
him?
She's got the ring on. I don't know.
We trying to figure it out.
How old is he?
30.
Chad. How old is D'Angelo? That's her name, right? What are y'all laughing at? How old is she?
I don't even know.
Yeah, I'm not sure how old she is either.
No, go ahead.
But, but that does happen, right? When it comes to work relationships too, and you're in a relationship, how do you allow somebody to work with someone that you're not comfortable?
In what capacity? She rapping on his song or something?
They have an album together.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't rap.
You better start.
No. That ain't that hard. It can't be that hard. I'm sure throw your lines on a beat, girl. You better get over there. Sit there.
Do you feel like there was in any way like he was concerned about you being there? Is there any justification for that?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it really was a concern like that for him. I think it's just as far as for her to feel more comfortable because she, is going to feel uncomfortable if I'm there.
Wait a minute, what?
And I feel like that's off of because of, just...
What does she matter?
Yeah. That's the point. I just feel like it just should have been handled differently. Mm-hmm. I just really just don't like how she moved. Like, it's so much stuff that I see, that I hear, the stuff that she does. She knows what she does. Even how she did something on the interview they did saying she never met me. Like, she's met me. Mm-hmm. I went to introduce myself to her, trying to be, a good fiance, and she didn't even want to speak, really.
What did your daddy say about it? He said, let it go, walk away.
My daddy said how he felt in the beginning when I first introduced him to it. That's between me and my daddy. But I want to say now, Daddy, you might was right. I just want to say now, Daddy, you might was right. But
your dad, he's right.
I know, but my dad is the type to, if I'm with it and it makes me happy, he gonna support it all the way.
That's good.
And then, if it ends up making me sad, he gonna be there to pick me up.
I know right now everybody is coming out to this event.
Yes.
So this is happening March 23rd.
Yes, absolutely. Sunday, March 23rd in Atlanta, Georgia at Curate. And anyone who wants to attend can RSVP for complimentary tickets at relationshipsmatterlive.eventbrite.com.
You can watch that full interview on my YouTube channel, Way Up With Yee. And you guys have a great rest of your day. Tomorrow is Friday. So we'll be back. We'll be partying. We'll be celebrating. I will actually be in Detroit this weekend at Craig Cafe. So if you're in town, we're having a coffee conversation. Make sure y'all come check me out. But I'll see you tomorrow. It's Way Up.